The Honor 9 is possibly the least innovative flagship of the year, and yet it's possibly the easiest flagship to recommend. You're watching Tech Radar, I'm Basil, and this is my full review. Before I jump into it, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do. Right, back to the Honor 9. This thing does pretty much everything well and doesn't cost the earth doing so. Starting with the design, it's kind of like a Samsung Galaxy S7 Honor 8 love child. It has a shiny blue finish, glass front, glass back, metal frame, looks and feels great. The only real points of differentiation when it comes to the design of the Honor 8 versus the Honor 9 are the repositioned fingerprint scanner on the front on the Honor 9, on the back on the Honor 8. You've got a curved back on the Honor 9, and you've got a slightly lighter blue on the Honor 9, which actually in my opinion looks a fair bit better. The repositioned fingerprint scanner isn't quite as comfortable in the hand. There's something about a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner that's just really great for index finger unlocking, but when it's on a surface, the Honor 9 is preferable because you can obviously tap on the front of the device rather than having to pick the device up. The Honor 9 also has a dual rear camera, a USB Type-C port, a bottom-firing mono speaker, and a 3.5mm headphone jack, all of which the Honor 8 had before it. So the design's really great. It feels slick, it feels premium, it isn't quite as futuristic or just wow looking as a Samsung Galaxy S8, but it doesn't cost anywhere near as much, so that's hardly a surprise. What's also cool is the fact that the phone ships with a case, albeit a case that scratches very easily. The Full HD screen is great, better than the Honor 8 when it comes to color calibration. It's vibrant, sharp, great off angle, and even has an outdoor viewing mode that ramps up the brightness when you're outdoors in sunny conditions. Screen settings also offer plenty of customization, so you can tailor your experience to suit you. Inside, it's the most stable version of Emotion UI that we've seen to date. For any uninitiated, Emotion UI is Huawei's custom interface that sits on top of Android. So you've got access to all the applications available in the Google Play Store, as well as Huawei's more Apple-like UI, which have things like no applications tray by default, and pulling down from a home screen gives you a universal search, just like on an iPhone. You can also customize your experience heavily, from bringing back your applications tray to fingerprint scanner gestures, right through to changing your wallpaper and transitions. Multimedia is also excellent on the Honor 9, with Geekbench and Antutu scores rating it like a true flagship. As a result, all the games we threw at it played back beautifully, from 3D titles like Injustice 2 looking stunning, right through to simpler 2D titles like Garou Mark of the Wolf. The Full HD screen looks great, and at no point at 5.2 inches was I wishing for a Quad HD or 4K display. With either 4 or 6 GB of RAM, depending on the variant you get in your region, multitasking is also fluid, and Android 7 supports split screen multitasking too for added convenience. Moving on to the camera, and the dual camera setup around the back is a step up from the Honor 8 and Honor 8 Pro, but it's a step down from the Huawei P10. Despite having the same 4K capable sensor setup as the P10, the Honor 9's cameras don't have image stabilisation. As a result, you get worse low light performance and general video than you do on the Huawei P10. So while it isn't bad, you can get some stunning shots and video if it's taken on a tripod in good light. As soon as the lights drop and it's all getting handheld, it isn't quite up there with the best flagships around. In its defense though, the Honor 9 has tons of shooting modes, from a wide aperture, blurry background, sharp foreground mode that lets you set the blur even after you've taken your shot, right through to a 3D mapping tool, which sounds very serious, but you're actually creating a mini-me version of yourself. It's very silly, but it's also very fun for any teenagers or anyone who's just young at heart and is looking for a bit of fun out of the box on your smartphone. All in all, therefore, this balances out to a great camera experience, and the front camera isn't bad either at 8 megapixels, even if it is slightly soft. The 64 or 128GB of storage is also excellent for the price, and what's even better is the fact you can bump that up using the micro SD card slot. If you don't want to use the micro SD card slot, that same slot can be used for a second SIM card. Other connectivity features are also excellent, from Wi-Fi, 4G, GPS, all your usuals, NFC around the back, to an infrared blaster at the top, which acts as a TV remote control, and that's something I personally use pretty much every day. And while it doesn't support wireless charging or Huawei's supercharge for really fast charging, it does support a level of fast charging and has a very generous 3200 mAh battery that will keep you going a full day, though unlikely to. So wrapping up the review, I stand by my earlier statement. The Honor 9 is absolutely not an innovative phone, but it's still an extremely good one with an excellent design, really good screen, great camera despite no optical image stabilisation, solid performance and a battery that will see you through a full day. For its really fair asking price, I can't think what more you'd really want if you're looking for a phone in that price range. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. If you did, click that thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to Tech Radar. That's how you'll stay on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching.